Hey guys, happy afternoon. It's Shauna, your tax goddess here. I am back with you guys because, listen, guys, you guys are my $1,000,000 babies, and I love dealing with you guys, right? Business owners taking home some serious money, looking for that extra little boost, right? How are we going to get to keep more of that money in your pocket? Now, one of the things that I hear over and over again, oh yeah, we looked at R&D credits and that doesn't apply to us. Are you sure? Are you sure it doesn't? No, let me back up. First things first, what is R&D? R&D stands for research and development, and it can really provide and look at a very broad range of businesses. Okay, so I want to give you a couple of examples. Creating a new recipe could be considered research and development. Creating a custom software solution for your internal operations, that's research and development. Could you build a new method of efficient construction techniques? That's research and development. Guys, are you improving a manufacturing process on your project floor? Research and development. Now, one of the biggest things that we get told is that this is really only for big tech companies, but it's not. This is for anyone who is an innovator. And that doesn't have to be innovators only to the public. As you heard, that can be an innovator internal to your office. So improving processes, procedures, methods, all of these things, okay? Now, listen, the R&D credit is not for the faint of heart, okay? But it is a credit. And just to quickly define here the definition between a deduction and a credit, a deduction means that you spend $10,000, you get a deduction for $10,000. It only saves you tax dollars at your tax rate. So if you're in the 25, 30% tax rate, it's only going to save you 25, 30, 35 cents on the dollar. A tax credit means that you're actually, if you spend $10,000, you can potentially get $10,000 off of your tax return. So dollar for dollar on your spend, okay? Now, there are some pretty, I don't want to call them easy, actionable steps. A few of them are easy. Call an expert. Hi. We partner with lots of great R&D credit firms that will actually come in and do a study on what you do, on your process, on your methods, on this new innovative solution software thing that you built for your internal teams, okay? We've got partners that will come in, do the actual research, because that's the hard part. That's the piece you probably don't want to do on your own. But our partners will come in, go through the activities, go through the expenses. They'll tell you what you have to document, how you have to document it. That's the part that's a little bit of work on your side, okay? But if you have the list and you do the thing, you get dollar for dollar tax credit, okay? Now, super important, guys, for you to think through what are some of these things that you are actually innovating in your business. First of all, I would love to hear them. So please throw them down in the comments below, okay? But one of the big questions we get is, well, okay, so great. I'm going to go do this research and development credit research. I'm going to call a guy, Shauna. So first of all, who do you call? Call us. We'll hook you up with good people that are not going to just take your money and do a bad job, because the IRS does look at these things, all right? And we want to make sure that you guys have the right paperwork, the right documentation, the right numbers are being used, all right? So we vet all of our partners. So of course, if you're looking to do R&D, reach out. We're happy to connect you, all right? But secondly, I want to make sure that you're not pigeonholing yourself only into like tangible items, things that you can touch, okay? Innovation is everywhere, all right? So again, it could be improving a process, all right? So I always use the idea of building a recipe, because it's a recipe for, like, are you a baker? Did you create the next best pie? Is it a custom recipe like the Coca-Cola recipe, right? That is developing a recipe for new drinks, for new food, okay? Developing that internal custom software, that can be something that helps improve, create better efficiencies. These are all pieces that go into the R&D credit. So guys, it's one of those things where I know it's kind of a little bit of a vague question here. The R&D credit, I'm trying to see if I can come up. Let me think through what are some other really good examples of the R&D credit. Because I want you guys to have some like concrete examples. So What about a furniture maker that experiments with a new kiln drying process to reduce drying time from 30 days to 15 days, but that also improves wood quality and reduces waste, improving a process, okay? We could develop some new equipment. We've got a client that does metal manufacturing, and they built a custom jig for specifically an automated welding arm to increase precision and reduce labor costs on a specific product line. That count, right? That went into their R&D credit. Testing alternative materials. We see this a lot with clothing manufacturers, actually, right? Does a summer fabric reduce shrinkage and improve durability? Okay, so running extensive tests to prove the new material's performance, that could be a part of research and development. So guys, there's a million ways to really think about innovation, think about changes. What are things, what are processes, what are physical things that you're doing to improve, to see efficiency? What other things are you doing that are innovative? All right, so first of all, love to hear it down in the comments. If you have questions about the R&D credit, or you're not sure if you qualify, you're thinking about it, reach out. This is the kind of stuff we do. So we'd love to hook you up. Let's go get you some cash back in your pockets. And of course, if you have any questions, reach out to the team. Tax Goddess, we're super easy to find. We want to make sure that you guys know exactly what you're doing. You're not flying by the seat of your pants, finding somebody that you may or may not absolutely be able to handle that and do it properly, okay? So we want to make sure that you guys are good. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. All right, thanks so much, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.